Hey there, quirky people! This is your host Anna coming at you with another Flash video. The Flash was first announced back in 2014. So in hindsight, it took almost 9 years for Warner Bros. To deliver the movie. In the meanwhile, they actually came up with a successful 9-season-long TV series. That's just crazy! But anyway, before the Flash movie came to life, it went through several directorial changes. Warner Bros. Always wanted to start with a Flashpoint storyline, and they finally got it with director Andy Muschietti. But even after The Flash ended production, there were several changes made to its story. Its ending in particular was altered not once, but twice, and that's because of changes in WB's DC leadership. First, let's discuss the alternate endings of The Flash which were shot and almost came to be. Then we'll move to the deleted scenes territory. Number 1, we've got the alternate ending from Walter Hamada. Back when The Flash was being shot, Walter Hamada was the leader of DC Films. It was his idea to bring Michael Keaton into the mix. In fact, he wanted to turn Keaton's Batman into the main Batman of the DCEU. And he also wanted Sasha Calle's Supergirl to replace Henry Cavill's Superman. So, a scene was shot where after Barry changed the placement of canned tomatoes to exonerate his fathers, we would have seen Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne show up outside the court. Along with him, even Supergirl would have arrived at the scene. Even though they had died in the Flashpoint timeline, Barry's tomato change would have kept them alive in the new timeline he created. From this point onwards, both Keaton and Calle would have continued as regular members of the DCEU. Keaton would have gone on to mentor Barbara Gordon in the cancelled Batgirl movie. He was also supposed to mentor Terry McGinnis in a future Batman Beyond movie. And Sasha Calle's Supergirl would have appeared in her own solo Supergirl movie. But all these plans were scrapped when James Gunn and Peter Safran became co-presidents of DC Studios. They decided to reboot things. Hence, the ending scene outside the courtroom was reshot, and in the new timeline that Barry created, George Clooney became Bruce Wayne. Next up, we've got the alternate ending with Superman. When Walter Hamada's tenure at DC Films ended, the reins of DC fell into the hands of Pamela Abdy and Michael DeLuca for a short while before James Gunn was hired. At that point in time, Dwayne Johnson had become successful in bringing Henry Cavill back. So, a scene was shot where Henry Cavill's Superman and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman were added to the final courtroom ending of The Flash, and they would have showed up to meet Barry. But again, that ending was scrapped by James Gunn as well. Now, let's move on to the deleted post-credits scene. After the ending that Walter Hamada planned, there was also an alternate post-credits scene. In this scene, Barry would have come home after successfully freeing his father, and as soon as he entered, one of the screens at his home would have played a message from Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne. He would have revealed that he and the other Justice League members are stuck somewhere in the multiverse, and Bruce would have asked Barry to go and save them. Then Flash 2 would have been about Barry saving Affleck's Bruce Wayne and others, such as Henry Cavill's Superman. You see, Hamada planned to bring all of the old DCEU players back in a Crisis of Infinite Earths event film after The Flash 2. It was there that Bruce Wayne's Batman and Michael Keaton's Batman would have united along with multiple other Justice League members. But again, this post-credit scene was scrapped, and Ezra Miller shot a new one with Jason Momoa. Next up, there are some other deleted cameos. In the final Chrono Bowl fight, we saw several multiversal DC heroes. There was George Reeves' Superman, Christopher Reeve's Superman, Helen Slater's Supergirl, Adam West's Batman, and Nicolas Cage's Superman. But according to The Flash producer Barbara Muschietti, there were so many other cameos that we were supposed to see. One of them was Linda Carter's Wonder Woman from the 1970s Wonder Woman TV series. The next one was Marlon Brando's Jor-El, who showed up in Christopher Reeve's first Superman movie in 1978. Third was Burgess Meredith's Penguin, who we saw in Adam West's Batman movie and series. And the fourth was Cesar Romero's Joker, who also appeared alongside West's Batman. Since there were so many cameos to choose from, the Muschietti duo decided to leave these 4 behind and went ahead with the ones we got. Okay, that's all from the deleted scenes and alternate endings of The Flash. Would you have liked to see any of these come to life instead of what we saw in the final cut? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoyed this video. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one.